Every explosion, every breathtaking fall, every impossible car chase you witness on screen hides a truth often overlooked. Behind the pixels and the spectacle, there are individuals who embody courage, precision, and an unwavering commitment to cinematic magic. These are Hollywood's stunt performers, the invisible stars whose bodies are the canvas for our most thrilling fantasies. Their stories, often untold, reveal a world of extreme risk, relentless dedication, and a quiet battle for recognition within an industry that depends on their very real sacrifices. The lineage of stunt performers dates back to cinema's earliest days, a testament to the raw human desire for spectacle. From the silent era's comedic falls to the swashbuckling adventures of Douglas Fairbanks, stunt work was integral to storytelling long before visual effects could conjure realistic danger. Film historians, like Dr. Sarah Chen of the American Film Institute, note that these pioneers laid the groundwork for an entire profession, pushing the boundaries of what was physically possible and igniting audiences' imaginations with genuine peril. What began as improvisational daredevilry slowly evolved into a specialized craft. By the mid-20th century, the role of the stunt performer became formalized, with dedicated departments and coordinators. This shift, according to industry veteran Mark Johnson, was driven by increasing film budgets and the need for organized safety protocols, however rudimentary. Studios realized the value of professionals who could replicate dangerous actions reliably, minimizing takes and preventing more serious injuries, though risks remained inherent to the job. Stunt performing is often misunderstood as mere recklessness. However, as numerous stunt professionals attest, it is an intricate art form blending athletic prowess, physics, and theatrical timing. It's about making the impossible look believable, explains stunt coordinator Maria Rodriguez, a sentiment echoed by many in the field. Every fall, every punch, every explosion is meticulously choreographed and rehearsed to achieve maximum dramatic effect while ensuring the safety of all involved. The goal is seamless illusion, never drawing attention to the stunt itself. Beneath the thrilling veneer lies the undeniable reality of physical danger. Stunt performers routinely suffer concussions, broken bones, sprains, and burns. According to a 2018 report by the Screen Actors Guild, stunt-related injuries remain a significant concern, despite advancements in safety. Veteran stuntman David Miller recounts decades of physical therapy, describing the profession as a lifetime contract with pain. The body is their tool, and it is constantly pushed to its absolute limits, often incurring cumulative damage that impacts their later years. While rare, tragic fatalities are a stark reminder of the inherent risks. The industry has seen numerous deaths over the decades, each incident prompting renewed calls for enhanced safety protocols. Film historian Dr. Eleanor Vance notes that these tragedies, while devastating, have often served as catalysts for change, driving improvements in equipment, training, and set management. Yet, despite stringent regulations, the unpredictable nature of complex stunts means zero risk is an impossible target, a haunting reality that underscores every production. To mitigate these dangers, stunt performers undergo rigorous training. This isn't just about physical strength, it encompasses a vast array of specialized skills. You have to be a master of many disciplines, states stunt coordinator Sarah Chen. Martial arts, gymnastics, high diving, equestrianism, race car driving, and even demolition expertise are common. Aspiring performers spend years honing their craft, learning to fall safely, control vehicles at high speeds, and absorb impacts in ways that minimize injury, turning their bodies into finely tuned instruments. The very essence of a stunt performer's role is to stand in for a lead actor, becoming their physical extension. This requires not just skill, but also a remarkable ability to mimic the actor's physicality, mannerisms, and even costume. Veteran stunt double John Smith emphasizes the chameleon-like nature of the job, stating, "We're meant to disappear into the role, making the audience believe it's the actor doing it all." This self-effacement is fundamental, yet it often means their incredible contributions go unnoticed by the wider public, a central paradox of their profession. For decades, practical effects and real human stunts reigned supreme. Films like Bullet and The French Connection showcased groundbreaking car chases achieved with minimal trickery, relying instead on expert drivers and precise choreography. Film critics and audiences alike marveled at the tangible realism. There was an honesty to the danger, reflects director Stephen Michaels. You felt it in your gut because you knew it was real. This era forged the reputation of stunt performers as indispensable artisans, essential to the authenticity of cinematic action. A stunt performer's work extends far beyond the moment the camera rolls. It includes countless hours of planning, rehearsals, and discussions with directors, cinematographers, and special effects teams. Stunt coordinator Lisa Chen points out that a single minute of screen time can require weeks of preparation. This collaborative effort is crucial for safety and artistic integrity, ensuring that the stunt not only looks incredible but also serves the narrative. This unseen labor is a testament to the meticulous dedication demanded by their craft. Despite their integral role and immense contributions, stunt performers remain largely uncredited in the highest echelons of film awards. The most prominent example is the absence of an Oscar category specifically for stunt work. This omission has been a long-standing point of contention, sparking passionate debate within the industry. Many argue it's a glaring oversight, a dismissal of a craft that literally shapes the visual language of action cinema and demands extraordinary skill and bravery, questioning the Academy's priorities. For decades, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has resisted calls for a stunt Oscar. Film critic Roger Ebert once mused that perhaps the Academy fears recognizing the inherent danger. While the Academy acknowledges other technical achievements like visual effects and sound, the human element of physical risk remains distinct. The prevailing sentiment among stunt professionals, as noted by groups like the Stuntmen's Association, is that this resistance undervalues their artistic and physical contributions, treating them as a technical service rather than a performance art. Proponents of a stunt Oscar argue that the craft meets all the criteria for recognition. It involves artistic choreography, technical expertise, and dramatic impact, often pushing narrative boundaries. Our work is as much a performance as acting or directing, states stunt coordinator and director Chad Stahelski, who transitioned from stunt work himself. Many believe that an Oscar category would not only honor individual achievements but also elevate the entire profession, encouraging greater safety standards and acknowledging the distinct art form that it truly is. While the Oscars remain elusive, other awards do exist. The Taurus World Stunt Awards, founded in 2001, specifically celebrate outstanding stunt work in various categories. SAG-AFTRA also recognizes stunt ensembles. However, industry insiders like stuntwoman Jenny Lee highlight that these niche awards, while appreciated, do not carry the same global prestige or industry-wide recognition as an Academy Award. They serve to celebrate within the community but do not bridge the gap with mainstream acknowledgement of their indispensable contribution to cinematic art. The late 20th and early 21st centuries ushered in a paradigm shift, the rise of computer-generated imagery, or CGI. Digital effects opened up new frontiers for filmmakers, allowing them to create environments and actions previously unimaginable. According to visual effects supervisor Anya Sharma, CGI allowed us to transcend physical limitations, creating grander, more fantastical spectacles. This technological leap, however, inadvertently began to reshape the landscape for human stunt performers, raising questions about their future relevance and role. Initially, CGI was seen by many as an enhancement, a tool to complement practical stunts, not replace them entirely. It allowed for safe execution of sequences that were genuinely too dangerous or physically impossible, such as a superhero flying or a building collapsing. Stunt coordinators often collaborated closely with VFX teams to blend practical effects with digital enhancements. The goal was always to make it look real, states veteran stunt coordinator John Miller, and often, that meant starting with something real. However, as CGI technology advanced and became more cost-effective, a divide began to emerge. Some directors and producers opted for fully digital sequences, perceiving them as safer and more creatively uninhibited. A 2015 article in Variety highlighted growing concerns within the stunt community regarding the decreasing reliance on real performers for certain scenes. This trend sparked anxieties about job security and the perceived erosion of the human element, challenging the long-held traditions of Hollywood action filmmaking. One of the most unsettling developments for stunt performers is digital face swapping technology. Using advanced algorithms, a lead actor's face can be seamlessly transposed onto a stunt double's body, making it virtually impossible for audiences to discern the difference. This technology, detailed in a 2019 Hollywood Reporter piece, represents the ultimate impersonation. While it allows actors to appear in dangerous scenes without personal risk, it simultaneously erases the visible contribution of the stunt performer, making their heroic efforts truly invisible. The ethical implications of digital face swapping are profound. It blurs the line between actor and stunt double, fundamentally altering audience perception. When you see a hero perform an incredible feat, you expect it's them, or at least a real person, argues film ethicist Dr. Emily Thorne. The technology raises questions about artistic integrity, credit, and the very definition of performance. Is it still an actor's performance if another person's body is digitally replaced? The industry grapples with these complex questions without clear answers. Beyond face swapping, the horizon reveals an even more disruptive force: AI-generated stunt actors. Early prototypes and research papers from institutions like MIT's Media Lab demonstrate AI's potential to create entirely synthetic human movements, capable of performing hyper-realistic, physically impossible feats without a single human on set. While still in nascent stages, the concept of an AI stunt double that can be programmed for any action, risk-free, poses an existential threat to the profession, fundamentally altering the nature of human daring. Advocates for AI stunt actors cite unprecedented safety and limitless creative freedom. Directors could choreograph sequences that defy physics without endangering anyone. However, the peril, as voiced by union representatives from SAG-AFTRA, is the complete marginalization of human performers. If a machine can do it, where does that leave us? Questions veteran stuntman Alex Carter. The economic impact could be devastating, as studios potentially replace high-paid human talent with one-time software licenses or lower-cost digital artists, transforming the industry's labor model. Many argue that no matter how sophisticated, CGI or AI cannot replicate the authentic human element. The subtle nuances of human movement, the genuine expressions of effort, and the palpable tension of real risk are what truly connect with an audience. There's a raw energy you get from a real person taking a real fall, observes acclaimed director Christopher Nolan, known for his preference for practical effects. This argument posits that while digital might be flawless, it often lacks the soul, the imperfect beauty that defines human performance. The rapid advancement of technology forces a critical examination of its human cost. For stunt performers, this isn't an abstract debate about job market shifts, it's about a highly specialized career, built on years of training and personal risk, facing obsolescence. The emotional and psychological toll of feeling undervalued or, worse, replaceable, is significant. "We put our lives on the line," reflects a tearful stunt woman in a recent documentary, and now they're saying a computer can do it better. The choice between practical stunts and digital effects often comes down to the director's vision and philosophical approach. Some, like Edgar Wright or Quentin Tarantino, champion practical effects for their tangible grit and audience immersion. Others embrace CGI for its boundless possibilities. "It's about telling the best story," explains director James Cameron, whose films extensively use CGI. The tension between these approaches defines much of modern action filmmaking, impacting the opportunities available for human stunt professionals. Increasingly, many productions adopt a hybrid approach, combining the best of both worlds. Complex sequences might start with practical stunts for key moments, then enhance or extend them with CGI. A stunt performer might execute a dangerous jump, with a digital environment added around them. Stunt coordinator David Leitch, a former stuntman himself, believes this collaboration is the future. "It's not about one replacing the other, but about how they elevate each other," he suggests. This offers a path forward, but the balance of human to digital remains precarious. In response to these technological shifts, the stunt community is actively advocating for their place in the industry. Unions are negotiating for new clauses in contracts, addressing digital likeness and AI usage. Furthermore, stunt performers are adapting, learning motion capture techniques and developing skills that complement VFX work. "We have to evolve," states stunt coordinator and union representative Jane Doe, "or we risk being left behind." This proactive stance seeks to redefine their role within an ever-changing cinematic landscape. Even with advanced technology, the experiential knowledge of human stunt performers remains invaluable. An AI can simulate a fall, but it cannot truly understand the physics of impact or the subtle bodily adjustments made in real time to survive. This embodied knowledge, gained through years of practice and countless painful lessons, informs the most realistic and compelling action. "You can't program experience," asserts veteran stuntman Mike Mitchell. This human insight ensures authenticity, a quality that continues to resonate with audiences worldwide. No discussion of modern practical stunts is complete without mentioning Tom Cruise. Famously known for performing his own incredibly dangerous stunts, Cruise has become a champion for practical effects, pushing the boundaries of what a lead actor can achieve. From climbing the Burj Khalifa to halo jumping, his commitment provides a compelling counter-narrative to the digital trend. His films often highlight the painstaking effort and real-world danger involved, a powerful argument for the enduring impact of human physical performance in cinema. As stunts become more ambitious, so too must safety protocols. Modern sets are governed by strict regulations, union guidelines, and the constant vigilance of stunt coordinators and safety officers. Every stunt is broken down into its smallest components, analyzed for risk, and then built back up safely, explains a lead safety officer from a major studio. This meticulous planning involves specialized equipment, emergency medical teams on standby, and countless rehearsals. The goal is to minimize, but never eliminate, the inherent risks associated with their work. At the heart of every action sequence is the stunt coordinator, a pivotal figure who often acts as an unsung director within their specialized field. This individual designs, choreographs, and executes all action elements, bridging the gap between the director's vision and the stunt team's capabilities. "We translate the impossible into the executable," describes veteran coordinator Bobby Smith. Their expertise is crucial for both creative integrity and, most importantly, the safety of everyone on set, a responsibility that carries immense weight. Among the most visually striking and inherently dangerous stunts are those involving fire and explosions. Performing a full-body burn or being near a carefully controlled explosion requires not only nerves of steel but also highly specialized knowledge of protective gear, accelerants, and safety distances. "You're dancing with chaos," recounts fire stunt expert Linda Perez. The intricate timing and pyrotechnic expertise involved demonstrate the extreme level of professionalism required, transforming potential disaster into thrilling cinematic moments through precision and courage. High falls are another iconic stunt, where performers leap from significant heights, landing on airbags or carefully constructed boxes. The physics of impact and the art of selling the fall are paramount. Stunt veteran Rick Davis, known for his high falls, explains, "It's about controlling your body to absorb impact and make it look uncontrolled. Each foot of height increases the danger exponentially, making precision and timing absolutely critical." These breathtaking acts continue to captivate audiences with their sheer audacity and skill. Vehicle stunts, particularly crashes and chases, are complex ballets of controlled destruction. Expert stunt drivers manipulate cars, motorcycles, and trucks with incredible skill, often designing bespoke vehicles for specific actions. "Every crash is a puzzle," notes stunt driver Tony Ricci, "how to get maximum visual impact with minimum damage to the driver." The stakes are incredibly high, involving fast speeds, heavy machinery, and volatile situations. These sequences are meticulously planned, rehearsed, and executed, leaving little to chance for these highly trained professionals. Despite the fierce competition for roles, the stunt community is marked by strong bonds of camaraderie and mutual support. This tight-knit network often feels like a family, forged in shared experiences of danger, injury, and triumph. "When you put your life in someone else's hands, you build an incredible trust," explains stuntwoman Kim Taylor. This deep connection is vital, as performers often rely on each other for their safety and well-being, both on and off set. It is a brotherhood and sisterhood defined by shared peril and unwavering loyalty. While often perceived as a male-dominated field, women have been integral to stunt work since its inception, breaking barriers and defying expectations. Actresses like Helen Gibson performed their own daring stunts in the silent era. In more modern times, trailblazers like Jeannie Epper, known for her work on Wonder Woman, have paved the way for countless female performers. Their contributions highlight not only their incredible skill and bravery but also their persistent fight for equality and visibility within the industry, often overcoming additional challenges. A subtle but significant debate exists within the community: are they stunt performers or stunt actors? Many argue for stunt actor to emphasize the dramatic and performative aspects of their work, advocating for recognition alongside traditional actors. "We're not just doing moves, we're conveying emotion, driving the plot," argues stuntman Gary Powell. Others prefer performer to underscore the unique physical and technical demands. This seemingly semantic distinction reflects a deeper desire for their craft to be understood and respected as an integral part of cinematic storytelling. Stunt work is a global phenomenon, with distinct traditions emerging in different cinematic cultures. Hong Kong action cinema, for example, is renowned for its raw, acrobatic, and often brutal fight choreography, prioritizing continuous takes and minimal cuts. Directors like Jackie Chan, Sammo Hung, and Yuan Wuping crafted a unique style that heavily relies on practical, highly skilled performers. This contrasts with Hollywood's more fragmented approach, showcasing the diverse artistic philosophies and extraordinary human talents across the world of action filmmaking. Beyond the daring feats, stunt work is a highly competitive and often unstable business. Performers work freelance, moving from project to project, constantly auditioning and networking. Securing consistent work can be challenging, and income varies wildly. "It's feast or famine," admits stuntman Chris Davis. Furthermore, the extensive training and equipment costs often come out of their own pockets. This economic reality adds another layer of pressure to a profession already fraught with physical risk, making long-term financial stability a constant struggle for many. Given the high-risk nature of their work, insurance and medical care are critical concerns for stunt performers. While unions provide some coverage, gaps often exist, particularly for career-long injuries or during periods between jobs. A 2021 study on freelance entertainment workers highlighted these vulnerabilities, emphasizing the financial strain of extensive physical therapy and rehabilitation. This creates a precarious balance, where the very act of earning a living puts their health and financial future at constant risk. Despite the dangers, the lack of recognition, and the looming threat of technology, stunt performers continue to flock to the industry. What drives them? Many describe an undeniable thrill, an addiction to pushing boundaries, and a deep satisfaction in crafting cinematic moments. "There's nothing like it, that moment of pure focus and execution," says veteran stuntwoman Sarah Jenkins. This passion, coupled with the creative challenge, is a powerful motivator, drawing new generations to embrace the high-risk, high-reward world of professional daredevilry. Looking forward, many in the stunt community believe the path lies in collaboration rather than outright competition with technology. Stunt performers could become indispensable advisors for CGI sequences, providing expert guidance on realistic movement and impact. They could also specialize in motion capture performance, bringing human nuance to digital characters. "The human element will always be needed to ground the fantastical," suggests VFX supervisor Mark Davis. This approach envisions a future where human expertise elevates digital artistry, fostering a symbiotic relationship. It's important to remember that stunt work isn't confined to explosions and car chases. Subtle, everyday stunts are crucial for dramatic realism or comedic timing. A fall down the stairs, a clumsy pratfall, or a precise collision in a dramatic scene all require stunt expertise. Film director Greta Gerwig has highlighted how even intimate dramas can benefit from skilled physical performance to enhance storytelling. This broad application means the demand for versatile human performers extends across all genres, showcasing their diverse and often understated utility. Despite the advancements in CGI and AI, the human desire for tangible realism remains powerful. There is a primal thrill in knowing that a stunt was performed by a real person, facing genuine danger. This authentic spectacle creates an emotional resonance that digital perfection often struggles to achieve. As film theorists like Dr. John Peterson argue, the human body enduring real peril is a story as old as time, and it never fails to captivate. This enduring power ensures that real human daredevils will always hold a unique place in the hearts of audiences. The untold war of stunt performers is not just about recognition, it's a battle for the preservation of a vital, human-centric craft. It calls for greater industry awareness, protective measures for digital likeness, and a re-evaluation of how art and technology intersect. Organizations like the Stuntmen's Association of Motion Pictures continue to lobby for these changes, understanding that the future of their profession depends on collective action. Their fight is for their livelihoods, their legacy, and the very soul of cinematic action. The impact of stunt work can be quantified in stark numbers. Industry reports from SAG-AFTRA reveal that thousands of stunt-related injuries are reported annually, ranging from minor sprains to career-ending trauma. Moreover, the financial investment in professional stunt teams and specialized equipment for practical effects can run into millions of dollars per major production. These statistics underscore both the human cost and the significant economic value that stunt performers bring to filmmaking, a value that continues to be debated against rising VFX budgets. The spectrum of injuries sustained by stunt performers is broad and severe. Common incidents include concussions from impacts or falls, bone fractures from high-speed collisions or hard landings, and debilitating sprains or dislocations from complex acrobatics. Burns, ranging from superficial to third-degree, are a constant threat in pyrotechnic sequences. Less visible but equally impactful are chronic conditions, such as back problems, joint degeneration, and neurological issues that can accumulate over a career, requiring lifelong management and care. To understand the core of stunt performing, one must grasp the philosophy that drives it. As legendary stunt coordinator Hal Needham once articulated, a good stunt is not about being reckless, but about knowing how to cheat death just enough to make it look real. This quote encapsulates the paradox of their profession: calculated risk, masterful deception, and a profound respect for the line between safety and spectacle. It highlights the intellectual rigor underlying their physical bravery, ensuring that every thrilling moment is both authentic and survivable. The ongoing tension between practical stunts and digital effects often boils down to a fundamental choice between realism and fantasy. Practical stunts anchor a film in tangible reality, creating a visceral sense of dread or excitement. Digital effects, conversely, allow for the boundless exploration of fantastical worlds and impossible scenarios. Both have their merits, but they serve different narrative purposes. The question then becomes, what story does the director want to tell, and how does the choice of stunt execution serve that vision for the audience? Many lead actors form deep and lasting bonds with their stunt doubles, recognizing the profound trust placed in them. Actors like Harrison Ford and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson have publicly praised their doubles, acknowledging their indispensable contributions. "They make me look good, and they keep me safe," Johnson once remarked about his longtime double, to know I read. This relationship is often unspoken but deeply understood, a symbiotic partnership where one's performance literally depends on the other's skill and courage, highlighting the personal connections forged in peril. The craft of stunt performing is largely passed down through generations, often within families. Many stunt professionals are second or third generation performers, learning from parents and mentors who navigated the industry's evolution. This informal apprenticeship ensures that invaluable experiential knowledge, techniques, and safety lessons are preserved and refined. "It's in our blood," says veteran stunt coordinator Joanne Smith, whose children also entered the field. This familial legacy speaks to the deep roots of the profession and its enduring appeal despite the inherent risks. One of the most foundational and often overlooked aspects of stunt work is the art of falling. It's not simply collapsing, it's a meticulously choreographed sequence of movements designed to dissipate impact, protect vital areas, and appear convincing on screen. From a simple tripping stumble to a dramatic plummet, every fall is a calculated performance. "A good fall looks completely natural, but it's anything but," explains stunt instructor Mark Jones. This fundamental skill underpins countless action sequences and is a testament to the detailed training involved. The physically demanding nature of stunt work presents a unique challenge for aging performers. While experience and wisdom grow, the body's capacity for extreme physical exertion naturally declines. Many face difficult decisions about when to transition from performing to coordinating or retiring altogether. "It's hard to step back when it's been your whole life," reflects a veteran in his late 50s. The industry's lack of formal retirement plans or robust long-term care for career-related injuries adds further strain, forcing many to work longer than their bodies can sustain. Fire gags, or full-body burns, are among the most visually spectacular and dangerous stunts. Performers wear multiple layers of fire-retardant suits, often soaked in cooling gel, beneath their costumes. The duration of the burn is precisely timed, usually mere seconds, and safety personnel are on standby with extinguishers and medical equipment. Stunt coordinator John Miller stresses the importance of precision: 1 second too long, one wrong move, and it's disaster. It's a terrifying testament to human bravery, captured in breathtaking, perilous moments on screen. The development of AI-driven deepfake technology presents a nuanced threat. While initially used for malicious purposes, its application in film to create believable digital doubles or face swaps is becoming increasingly sophisticated. This technology can not only replace stunt performers but also potentially create synthetic performances of lead actors, raising questions about intellectual property, consent, and the very definition of a performance. The speed of this evolution, noted by AI ethicists, outpaces current legal and ethical frameworks, creating a volatile future. From the perspective of a stunt performer on set, the experience is a blend of intense focus, adrenaline, and trust. Every call of action is a moment of profound concentration, where years of training culminate in a few seconds of raw execution. "You shut out everything else," describes stuntman Joe Bloggs, "it's just you and the stunt." The anticipation, the split-second decisions, and the immediate aftermath of a successful or failed attempt contribute to a unique mental and physical state. It's a high-stakes dance with danger, captured for posterity. What do stunt performers dream of? Beyond safety and consistent work, many aspire to see their craft acknowledged as a legitimate art form. They hope for that elusive Oscar, not just for personal glory, but for the validation of a profession often dismissed as mere labor. They dream of a future where technology enhances, rather than eradicates, their role, allowing them to continue pushing physical boundaries while remaining indispensable to cinematic storytelling. It is a dream of respect, recognition, and the enduring power of human daring. The term invisible stars accurately describes their current status but also highlights a pervasive stigma. The very nature of their job is to be unseen, to allow the actor to shine. But this invisibility extends beyond the screen, impacting their public recognition and award eligibility. "We're the secret ingredient, but people rarely know what it is," laments one veteran. This anonymity, while part of the job description, actively hinders their fight for broader appreciation, forcing them to advocate tirelessly for their craft to be truly seen and valued. The influence of Hollywood stunt work extends globally, inspiring techniques and safety standards in film industries worldwide. Simultaneously, international styles, like those from Asia or Europe, have enriched Hollywood's own approach to action. This cultural exchange has fostered a global community of stunt professionals, sharing knowledge and pushing the boundaries of what is possible. "We learn from each other," says a German stunt coordinator, emphasizing a universal language of physical bravery and cinematic ambition, regardless of national borders. To combat exploitation and ensure fair wages and safety, stunt performers in Hollywood are primarily organized under SAG-AFTRA, which maintains a stunt performers registry. This registry certifies qualified professionals, ensuring a baseline of skill and experience. Union power is crucial in negotiating contracts that address safety, working conditions, and now, the complex issues surrounding AI and digital likeness. "Without the union, we'd be picked apart," states a SAG-AFTRA representative, highlighting its vital role in protecting these vulnerable professionals. Wirework, a technique refined in Asian cinema and popularized globally, allows performers to achieve gravity-defying feats. Initially visible, advancements in thin, strong wires and digital wire removal have made it seamless. While seemingly cheating, wirework is a practical stunt, requiring immense physical strength, balance, and trust in the rigging team. It's a dance with gravity, describes a wirework specialist. This evolution showcases how traditional stunt methods continue to adapt and thrive, often integrating with digital techniques to create modern cinematic wonders. Smaller productions and independent films often face severe budget constraints, which can directly impact stunt work. While major blockbusters can afford extensive practical setups and the latest safety gear, smaller projects might be tempted to cut corners. This pressure can put performers at greater risk or force them to rely more heavily on cheaper, less convincing digital alternatives. Budget should never dictate safety, warns an independent film stunt coordinator, underscoring the constant battle to balance financial realities with uncompromising safety and quality. As the industry evolves, so too must stunt schools and training programs. Modern curriculum now includes not only traditional physical skills but also motion capture performance, understanding VFX pipelines, and digital ethics. These institutions are preparing the next generation of performers for a hybrid landscape. We're teaching them to be versatile, states a leading stunt school director, to be ready for anything from a practical car flip to a fully digital superhero flight. The goal is to ensure that human stunt artistry remains relevant and indispensable. The industry faces a nuanced challenge in defining what constitutes a hero performance versus a stunt. When an actor trains extensively to perform a risky scene, is it acting or stunt work? The lines blur, as seen with actors like Keanu Reeves. This ambiguity complicates the argument for a dedicated stunt Oscar, as some argue the performance is still attributed to the actor. Clarifying these definitions is crucial for properly crediting contributions and acknowledging the physical art form that underpins so much cinematic heroism. Despite all the challenges, the physical dangers, the fight for recognition, the threat of technology, stunt performers exhibit extraordinary resilience. Their dedication to their craft, their passion for storytelling, and their unwavering courage define them. "We won't just disappear," asserts veteran stuntman and coordinator Mark Johnson. "We'll adapt, we'll fight, and we'll keep pushing boundaries." This resilience is not just a personal trait, it is a collective spirit that fuels their ongoing battle for visibility and a rightful place in the pantheon of cinematic heroes. The invisible stars of Hollywood have long enriched cinema, sacrificing their bodies for our entertainment. As the industry hurtles towards a future dominated by digital effects and AI, the core question remains: can technology truly replicate the irreplaceable human element? The consensus from stunt professionals and many esteemed directors is clear: the raw authenticity, the emotional resonance of real risk, and the sheer bravery of a human daredevil cannot be fully simulated. Their war for recognition and relevance continues, a testament to the enduring power of human performance in an increasingly artificial world. So, the next time you marvel at a breathtaking action sequence, take a moment to look beyond the lead actor. Consider the invisible stars, the men and women who meticulously planned, bravely executed, and often endured pain to bring that thrill to life. Their untold war for recognition, against both physical danger and technological obsolescence, is a testament to their passion and perseverance. By acknowledging their invaluable contributions, we can ensure that these daredevils, these true artists of impact, finally receive the visibility and respect they so profoundly deserve.